Okay, let's do our Tesla market review. Let me make sure that things are going well. So let me see right here. Let's go to Tesla. So Tesla closed at 334.07, up 15 bucks and 69 cents. That's 4.93%. Post market, we are down a little bit, but that's okay. That's okay. Things go up and down all the time. So that's perfectly fine. We should not get too crazy about this. So let's take a look at what this means for our patterns. So we have been, and it's easy to see in hindsight, but we had been into the bullish channel since April 21st. You know, it didn't appear that way, and it was only confirmed when we had a second low. This was the first low, but we did not really have a second low. So this was the second low, and this allowed us to plot this bullish channel that we are in. So this is where we are right now. This is the trend. This is the trajectory of Tesla. And yes, we had a nice trigger. We had a nice trigger last Friday. Not super clear trigger. Well, clear in terms of the chart, but not clear in terms of the VIX. VIX was a little bit too high again. So many of us chanced it with a higher VIX, a VIX higher than 20. And if you did, you got rewarded on Monday. Sometimes we get punished, but we got rewarded this time. So we are going to take it. So after the move on Friday, Monday we had a gap up and a little bit of a gap up, and we did not come back down at all. We continued. So today we have a nice green candle, and look at this. There are no random moves. We are pretty much right smack on the bullish channel resistance. This is what the stock is supposed to do. It's supposed to zigzag between the two. Zigzag between the two like this, and this is what it's doing. So right now we are on the resistance side, so it's possible that we pause a little bit, pause and even come down a little bit, maybe to 313.13. That's possible that we come down a little bit until we go to the other side, and then on the other side we should move a little bit higher like this. So this is what is supposed to happen until it stops. How are we going to know that it stops? We are going to know that it stops when we break this line right here. This is the support line. So when we break it, then we know that the bullish channel is no longer valid. So we are going to look for another pattern that we are going to identify. And then once we see a trigger, then we can get in again, either shorting, either going long. It depends. So we don't know when things are going to happen, but we know significant things are happening, because there are significant things and there are insignificant things. So the insignificant things are just the noise. So here between these two was pretty much noise. So this is not significant. Breaking 295 was significant. So we identify significant things, and when those significant things happen, we take action, and we can differentiate between the two. What is significant, what is not significant, we can differentiate. So this is a very useful skill, to differentiate between what's noise and what's signal. This is very, very important. So yeah, Tesla is continuing into its bullish channel. So all is good. All is good. You can take profit when you want. You can take profit when you want, of course. You can sell at any point. That's fine. We encountered, let's go on the 1 hour chart. So we encountered a little bit of a resistance at 326.34 this today. So first hour, second hour, third hour, we could not go higher than that. Then boom, continued. The same concept. We had an accumulation just before, and then boom, we crossed. So this was a further buy signal to accumulate even more if you wanted to. And now we are having a bit of a problem at 335.59. So we broke it just so slightly, and now we are pulling back a little bit. That's fine. So now we have support at 326.34. So if push comes to shove, you can sell if we go lower than 326, and you still have a nice move from 295 to 326 that you keep in your pocket, or you sell right now and you keep something in your pocket right now. So as I say, selling is a very personal decision, even more personal than buying. Buying is, when there's a move, a significant move that tells us that this is a signal. We don't have to buy. Different buy signals have different risk characteristics. So depending on those characteristics, you can decide not to buy or to buy. But selling is something else. Selling is like, okay, am I happy with the profit I have right now? So if yes, just take it, and it's money in the bank. It's money in the bank. That's it. So all is good. All is good. Nothing to do here much. Let's take a look at the VIX to see what's happening with our beloved VIX. VIX is continuing down, not by much, 0.15, 0.82%. If we go on the 1 hour chart, we see it right here. So we are Tuesday. So it came down today and then flattened. So we are below 20. This is what we wanted last Friday, what we got it on Monday. This is below 20. This is great. So we see everything move up in the stock market. The stock market as a whole is really going up, except a few companies, but that's life. Nothing's perfect in life. So this is doing great. Let's take a look at the Dow Jones first. So Dow Jones closed a little bit higher. We have a red candle, so cooling off a little bit. Still made a higher high, still made a higher low. So the move is still a positive move, even though it opened higher than where it closed. Overall, the candle is still positive. So this is telling us that at 42,343, we have a little bit of resistance. So this is what this is telling us. SPX, look at this. SPX continuing like nothing was there. Just continuing like crazy. This is up 0.72%. This is great. Have we breached? Yes, we have crossed over this big bullish channel resistance. We have crossed back. Oh no, sorry. Yesterday we had already crossed above it. And today we are continuing a little bit also. We are still into a downward channel. There's a downward channel right here in the VIX. We are crossing the first resistance. There's a second one coming. So we are still technically shorter term, midterm. We are still into a downward channel, but that's fine. Nasdaq, look at this. Continuing very, very strong move. So everything is pretty much moving. So we announced a bunch of buy signals today, like 7 or 8. If you want to know those, you can become a member at the buy alert level, in which case you are going to get the buy signals as a YouTube post. You will be notified of a post in which I mention the buy signal, or on Discord. This is more fun on Discord. A little bit more fun because people discuss a little bit what they do. Oh, I'm buying this. Oh, I'm selling now. So it is a little bit more interactive. So if you want that, and let me be frank, what's $200? What's $200 a month, US? When I won't name names, but we have somebody that made 80,000 in the last 4 days. I won't name your name, but you know who you are, and we know who you are. So yeah, $200. Don't let that come between you and becoming a member, because it's super easy to lose $200 and get nothing in return in the stock market. Let's face it, we can lose $200 in 1 second. So 200 bucks is really nothing. Okay, so enough selling. So Russell is giving into its downward resistance. This is what the downward resistance means. It's supposed to resist the move. So this is what's happening. Let's take a look at the heat map of the market to see what the rest is doing. Okay, so I am a bit surprised, but it's not all green. Lots of green, but health technologies down, consumer durables not too good, the retail trade, health services. So okay, so I guess this is more technology, electronic technology and everything. That's fine. And then let's take a look at the economic calendar. So today we had some, I think this was good information. Core inflation rate was flat. Okay, the previous was at 0.1%. Okay, the forecast was at 0.2. We got 0.2. 2.8 for the year over year. At least this is flat. Month over month, a little bit lower than forecast. Yes, the previous was really a decrease, but the forecast was at 0.3. And the inflation rate year over year, the overall inflation, not the core, 2.3 instead of 2.5. So I read it as good, but I'm not an economist. So I don't know how people read it. But what counts? We can look at the news, we can look at the fundamental data, we can look at a bunch of stuff, but what counts is, are people buying, well, are more people buying than people selling? That's what counts. That's the best survey in the world that you are looking at right now. It is the stock chart. This is the best survey in the world. This is super real time. And we know what people are willing to pay for a stock. And when people don't want to pay more than a certain number and then all of a sudden change their mind and then pay more, all of a sudden they change their minds. That's significant. When people change their minds as a whole, the mass of people, they change their mind. This is significant. This is what these lines do. They show where people stop. And then when they don't stop anymore, it means that there's a current, there is behavior there, there's a change in behavior, and what we do on this channel is just follow that behavior and just follow the crowd and hop in and buy some stock or sell some stock, and then the rest is history. So that's it for me. So thank you very much for watching. Thank you for liking, commenting, subscribing. If you like what I do, you can become a YouTube member. I have some memberships that are cheaper than 200 bucks. So if you want to copy those lines on your own TradingView account, I charge, I think it's 29 US or something like this. So you can copy these lines onto your TradingView account. Each time I add a line, you copy it again, maybe once a day, and then you got your own lines to do your own strategies. The same lines right here can be used for hundreds of different strategies. You have people that buy on support. You have people that wait until there's an accumulation, any breakout over resistance in order to buy. There are different ways of using those lines. You can sell covered calls, and this is telling you where to sell it, at what expiry dates, and also what strike price. So there's great information with these lines, and these cost a lot less than 200 bucks. So you can also use that. So thank you very much. So yeah, I said my whole spiel. So thank you again. We are going to do a video tomorrow. We do a video every single day at the end of the day. So thank you very much. And I'm going to tell you à la prochaine.